Hello and welcome. This is part 3 of the Dollar Tree run. So for any of you who have me on Instagram, you saw the one photo most likely. That was actually the third store I went to today, and the first thing I picked up. The first two stores had nothing. Can't remember. I think the second store had the poster out, had nothing out, nowhere. And I wasn't gonna wait around for the line to find out. Then when I went to the third store, she was just clearing out the bin to fill it. So as she was filling it, I was going through quick. And this she had and was looking at it and then turned around and just handed it to me. This to me is a pretty awesome little find. I haven't found another one. If I find any more of this, I'm going to be picking them up, just because I'm sure somebody will want it. This is a horror pack, 5-film called Bloodfest, Rest in Pieces. It's in a steel tin. If you notice, I'm not sure if you can tell, but the eyeball here, it kind of will close a little bit, but I'm not sure. But I saw a weird looking tin when she was pulling stuff out of the box, and I was like, oh yeah, that's gonna be mine. And the packaging is kind of like the railroad one, if you guys have gotten that. It's well, it's that kind of like that heavy duty cardboard. It opens up pretty wild. But it has The Thirsty Dead, Sisters of Death, House by the Cemetery, Bloody Wednesday, and the Hatchet Murders. So I'm hoping that they're actually pretty good. It's a really awesome tin. I love this. This was really nice for $1. And the handles here are actually embossed. They're raised. The fingers are raised. I don't know if you can see a little bit, and the lettering. But yeah, you can tell more with the door open. Where is it? But that was the first thing, and I loved finding that. Then I picked up more. I would have been out even longer tonight, but I forgot they were all closing early. Went to the last store I was in, and they were like, 15 minutes, we're closing. And I had to be careful because they had such a pile on the table. Found this DVD, Semi-Pro. I don't even recall if I've seen this. I've seen this packaging somewhere. I've seen the cover, but I just don't recall if I've actually seen the movie. Over there. This was a new one I picked up. The Quiet Ones. Jared Harris, Sam Claflin, Olivia Cook. A Shocking Experiment and Unspeakable Evil. There definitely is a lot more horror on this run, and very skimpy on the animation. Even really slim on the children's stuff. Forsaken, Evil Has Chosen, from the director of The Cloth. I think it might be interesting. when I went out, was it Wednesday and Thursday, I didn't do a lot of stores. I just did a few. Didn't find anything new on either of those days. I just ended up picking up extra stuff. I got Better Living Through Chemistry. The digital code does work. I believe I had to run it through iTunes. I have Wesley Snipes, The Art of War. This one, I only saw this one. It's called This Movie is Broken, a rock show romance featuring broken social scene. I've never even heard of them. But sounds like be a pretty interesting film. Don't know what that is. And Convergence, Where the Path to Heaven Meets Hell, The Road to Hell. Definitely got a lot of horror stuff to try to get in during Halloween. Saw someone else pick this one up. I went to Exorcist, the beginning. There we go. Got another Blu-ray here. This one here almost, I almost passed this because I wasn't sure. So some of you may pass this as well. Let me see. I think there was there one that was similar? I think there was one that was kind of similar. But this is Discover Planet Ocean, The World Beneath. This is a game release. It's a 2-disc set. There's a spine. Planet Ocean kind of reminded me of Amazing Ocean 3D. It was written kind of big. 2 discs. So it was over 10 hours. Only found one of those. This one seemed really interesting here. Harpoon, Whale Watching Massacre, unrated. I think I saw somebody pick this up in like the last haul. Because the cover was kind of slightly familiar, I think. But that might be pretty cool. I got me a copy of America's National Parks, An Eagle's View. This is a Mill Creek release. Quite a bit of documentary stuff out there. And I found only one copy of this in the store. Alex Cross is Tyler Perry and Matthew Fox. Got this with the slip. This is a Canadian release. And 2 discs. The Blu-ray just has Perry on it, where the DVD has both of them. We got classic TV collection, 31 episodes of Bonanza. I checked this with the other Bonanza that I already have. That's a 2-disc. It's actually almost a 3-disc because a flip on the 1 disc. And all those episodes I have on that are all on here. So now I don't really need that other one. This is stacked in. Echo Bridge. But all the discs at least look a little different. Another one from Questar, London and Beyond, Best of Europe. The only one I found of this one as well. So I was hoping to find some more of the stuff that nobody else is finding for trading. But hopefully I find enough stuff. And we got the season 1 of Pulling. Never heard of it. Bold, bawdy, and genuinely funny. One of the best new sitcoms in a long time. The British Comedy Guide. The complete 6-part season of the BBC Sundance Channel comedy hit. So, definitely since it's a British comedy, I might enjoy that quite a bit. On 1 disc. Saw a few copies of this. 170 minutes. This one here is a sci-fi, 4 sci-fi essentials movie collection. Encrypt, Bugs, Crimson Force, and Dark Light. Figured since it was 4 movies and it is from the Sci-Fi Channel, go ahead and grab it. 25 cents a piece, and they're on flips. Found one of these. I did see someone else get this, and this just looks really. The cover. The guy reminds me. Well, this is Johnny Depp, but the way he looks on the cover of this reminds me of like Pedro from. Oh my God, drawing a blank. Oh my God, I can't even remember the name of it. Oh, and I don't even know where to look. I know I have the movie. Crap. What? I'm sure y'all know the name just from me saying Pedro. But, oh my God. Driving me nuts. Oh. Oh my God. I know I have a thin one of this somewhere too. What is it? So I should be able to find the cartoon faster, the television. Done. Napoleon Dynamite. Oh my god. That was horrible. But he looks like Pedro from Napoleon Dynamite, the way his hair is and the way he's standing. But it's called the Rum Diary. Not sure about this. It says he goes to Puerto Rico. Didn't read too much into it, but have to check it out. I found a double feature here, The Crazies and Pandorum. This is a Canadian release again from Avalanche. They're both on the same disc. I found here, they have a new Superman one out. I mean, granted, it's all much older films, but for $1, like I said, I don't mind buying it again. I have it on DVD, Blu-ray actually. It is the original Fletcher Studio cartoons. But it was new packaging, so I didn't mind collecting it. See how well the transfer quality is. This is the Echo Bridge. I had found this. Did not have this yet. Was March of the Penguins. It is a combo. I did find one more copy of this in the same store. So I'm glad to find that. This one here I found, this might be pretty interesting. Grabbed an extra copy or two. I Knew It Was You. Rediscovering John Cazale. Says something about Godfather's Fredo. Some of the he spent his entire cinematic career in Oscar contenders. John Cazale was the best supporting actor, even if he never received a statue. So, seems like it might be pretty interesting. Kind of packaging there. The cardboard style stuff. And the full gatefold. There is Oscilloscope Laboratories. And I found, very hard to find, Driven. Of all the stores I've been to, now this is the second copy I've run across. And from what I'm hearing is that this is a out of print. And the digital code for this does work in Voodoo. I redeemed it just before starting this up. This one here, Tree, I'm not sure if I'm even saying it right, but it's Joaquin Phoenix, Philip Seymour Hoffman, and Amy Adams. It's all written in French, but it does say the audio track is into English. I forgot I did want to check this out before I started the video. It's already getting late. Sorry. Almost 11. But I only saw one of these as well. Somebody else was going through the stuff while I was seeing it. I thought she was hanging on to it, but she just moved it to the side after a while because I thought it was a special pile. And the last one I picked up here was at the last store. Pretty interesting. And it's the first magnet title I've gotten in a while. I haven't seen any magnet titles, and it's guessing I gotta pronounce it right. Chale Angels. Asian Charlie Angels. I hate when this plastic still sticks to the side. All down there. So I was happy to get another magnet release. This should be pretty interesting. See how well this is. That was a haul for today, for Friday. Oh, what is it? Let's see. I did find these for James, so I have these in your pile. Luckily, I remembered about those. But we'll see what tomorrow brings. A lot of the stores I went to didn't have anything out. They had the poster, but they didn't have any product, or they had just all the old stock stuffed up in the front. Some of these things were still in the back. Like I said, the third store I went to, she was just finally putting it out, and that was at 3 o'clock. You know, if it's supposed to be the new release for May, they need to be putting the stuff out in the morning. But benefit to me, she didn't, and I ended up with this, because I guarantee this would not have been there when I showed up. So that was a beautiful thing. Thanks for all the new subscribers. I hope you enjoy the channel. And we'll see you most likely tomorrow.